Yo, what's up boys, it's Scurvio. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my new updated Chapter 5 controller settings and all of my other game/graphics settings. I recently changed all my settings and I found the perfect settings for God, aim, and piece control on controller. With that being said, here are some of my clips this season before I reveal my settings, just to give you a preview of how you'll be playing after copying my God sends. That was a nice shot. Come back, you bet. Nah, you're not running. Holy beam. $200. Yeah, this gun's OP, bro. Am I dead? Jeez, bro. 200. Alright, so starting with my video settings, over here in display I have window mode set to windowed full screen. You definitely want this set to full screen, it helps with input delay, and the only reason I have this setting on windowed full screen is because my stretch res does not work without it. My resolution is set to 1720 by 1080, which is stretch res, my VSync is turned off, and my FPS is set to 240. Lastly, my rendering mode is set to performance mode, which you want if you have an old PC or just struggle with FPS problems. Moving on to my graphics settings, these are the best colorblind settings we're seeing in Storm on console and PC. I have my brightness set to 100%, user interface contrast set to 1, colorblind mode set to tritanope, and colorblind strength set to 10. Once you apply these settings, you'll immediately see better in Storm no matter what input you're on. Moving on to my graphics quality, my 3D resolution is set to 0%, and everything else is set to the far left setting except for show FPS, which you obviously want on. After skipping my audio settings, because there's nothing really important in here, in my game settings, my movement is set to toggle sprint on, auto open doors off, mantle activation hold jump, and hurdle activation press jump. Moving on to my combat settings, hold to swap pickups turned on, toggle targeting is turned off, mark danger and targeting is turned on, auto pickup weapons turned off, and I do use preferred item slots. In these item slots, I have assault rifle in slot 1, shotgun in slot 2, slots 3 and 4 are both unassigned, and in slot 5 I just have heals. The last section in combat is auto sort consumables to the right, which I have turned off. This is already in preferred item slots, and I don't really know why this is still a setting. Next in my building settings, reset building choice is turned off, disable pre-edit options turned off, turbo buildings turned on, and auto confirm edits is set to edit. Scrolling all the way down to replays, all your replays should be turned off because it adds so much input delay to your game. The only reason I have some replays on is so I can VOD review my gameplay. Also down here with replays you have energy saving, and turn both of these off because it just kills your FPS. Moving on to my game UI settings, reticle is turned on, reticle ammo indicators turned on, damage numbers set to cumulative, reticle damage feedbacks turned off, and damage numbers scale is turned to 100%. Next, moving down to my HUD options, my HUD skill is set to 75%, and everything else on here is turned on, except for latency debug stats and creative runtime performance stats, which are both off. Now moving on to my controller settings, which is what everyone's here for. Controller auto runs turned on, builder pros turned off, edit hold times on 0, slide hold times on 0, and everything else on here doesn't really matter except for vibration, which I also have off. Scrolling down to my sensitivity settings, look sensitivity is set to 1, aim sensitivity is also set to 1, build mode and edit mode sensitivity multiplier is set to 2.2, and I use advanced options. For my advanced look sensitivity, look horizontal speed set to 35%, look vertical speeds also set to 35%, and all my boosts are turned to 0. Scrolling down a little bit farther, my ADS ADS look horizontal speed set to 9%, my ADS look vertical speed set to 9%, and all my boosts are set to 0%. Scrolling down to my advanced options settings, my look dampening time's on 0 seconds, my look input curve's on linear, and obviously my aim assist strength is on 100%. The last thing in my controller settings is my dead zone, which is 9% for both. The last tab in my settings is my controller binds, which are custom for my non-claw, non-paddles playstyle. I'm just going to scroll through my binds slowly, and feel free to play back the video if you miss a bind. That was it for today's updated settings video. If you guys enjoyed it and find yourself using my settings, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more controller tips. Thanks for watching till the end. Peace.